Hey guys, Frost here. Welcome back to a new episode of Rags to Riches. So I was scanning the auction house and I stumbled upon the prices of the essences. I looked on the essence of air and it was 26G a pop. It meant only one thing. I had to go to the only viable place where you can acquire those, and that's lotus, the dust stormers in the northwestern part of the map. Now, Essence of Air, it's really rare compared to the other ones because there are not that many places you can acquire them. The drop chance is quite decent, however the problem is with the spot. It's always contested by mages and other players, rogues, warriors and so on. And you always have to PvP in order to get them. So I decided to give a chance, and as soon as I arrived there, first 16 minutes got me like 4 essences. That was 100 gold in 16 minutes. Exactly on minute 16 I managed to acquire the first black lotus. Around the spot there are about 6 to 7 black lotus spawns. I'm not sure exactly, I think there's 6. You can overextend a bit, and there we had like 300 gold in the first 16 minutes. I was like stoked. I kept on going, and it looked pretty good. But then, however, a lot of people arrived, mostly gnome mages and groups of people, because if you come here, there are sometimes people grinding in groups, and they will PvP you and they will kill you. And I had a lot of PvP going on. Now, most of the players, because there were like 10 to 15 players here, but don't worry, the amount of mobs that spawn are like tremendous. They're like 30 to 50 mobs, both in the south part of the spot, in the northern part of the spot. There are lots of mobs, so they respawn quite fast, so you can kill them if you want. I would say even if the spot is busy, you should be able to get at least 100 kills per hour. Judging by the drop chance, which is about 6%, you should be able to get around 6 essences per hour, give or take. Anywhere between 4 and 6, if the price of the essence of air is over 20G on your server, it's really worth doing. So most of the players, I've noticed that they were friendly. They won't attack you. And maybe the reason they didn't attack me is because I was overgeared. If I was a pleb, probably they would have started a fight. But let's say 70% of them were friendly, except a bunch of them which were really tryhards. That's okay, because I won most of my fights. I would say 80% of my fights were won. Sometimes the spot can be disappointing because you kill mobs for half an hour and you just don't get anything, because they don't drop silver, they don't drop items. Well, they dropped a couple of greens, but still, under hundreds of kills that we done, a couple of greens mean nothing. The second hour, I think I PvP'd more than I killed mobs. I've only managed to get about 3 essence of air. Pretty disappointing, but I did somehow have a bit of fun. Like, if you're into PvP, like, this can be a great spot. Now, the graveyard, it's not that close, it's quite far away. But I guess if you win your fights, it's not a big problem. I had this gnome that kept on trying to kill me. He started the fight. I don't really attack them unless they attack me first. So I'm here for gold. That's the reason. And if they don't attack me, I don't attack them either. Another thing to keep in mind around here is that there's a patrol spawning on the southern part of the spot with twilight mobs and an elite. There are 5 twilight mobs and an elite. The elite will always drop between 7 and 10 pages, plus of course some other rare items that the twilight Lotus mobs drop. Overall, I really had fun grinding here. Like, I didn't just it wasn't just a mindless grind. You always had to check your back to see if someone is attacking you. You were always engaged in fights. If you're decent at PvP, I think you should like this spot. Now, sometimes it's unfair, like people farming in groups and so on. That's just the way that it goes. Just keep on farming. Even if you get like a half an hour without dropping anything, which happened to me, and getting killed, just keep on grinding. Eventually it will even out. The RNG will even out, and like I said, if the price of the essence of air it's high, you should try to grind here. Now Naxxramas will bring a lot of new weapons. Even the trash, I think, has like a dagger, which is pretty good, or an offhand. A mace, one-hand mace. People will farm Naxxramas trash for the, I think it's called Annihilator Servo Arm or something, and dagger might be called Harbinger of Doom. What I'm trying to say is that Essence of Air, it's used in enchanting agility on weapons. Also, well, most people will get probably Crusader. Some rogues will play with 15 agility in offhand. Also, new weapons for hunters. 25 agility enchant, which is requires Essence of Air. But most importantly, spell power enchant, and that requires Essence of Air too. Like I said, the supply is limited, the price will stay up, and this spot will be farmed probably 24/7. So if you're looking to do a bit of PvP, or if you're looking to grind early in the morning or during off hours, I think you would be even better. Now, as a mage, it's way easier than other classes because you have something called Dampen Magic, which reduces the magical damage taken by a certain amount of points. You can also have it improved, which would be even better. You go into Arcane 3 and you have improved the Dampen Magic, or I think it's called Magic Attunement. If you get that one and you have Dampen Magic on, you barely take any damage, like you can kite 20 or 30 mobs. Even if you don't have that with the normal Dampen Magic rank, you could probably get around, I would say, 5 to 6 mobs and still be comfortable by using Ice Barrier and so on. That's how I had a basic Fire Frost spec for grinding, and there was no problem at all. Now, after my second hour, first 2 hours were really fun. I had fun, and I think the reason why I had fun is because I won my fights opposed to. I don't have them all here, but I had way more PvP in 3 hours. How much you can put into a 10-minute video from 3 hours. But I think the reason why I had fun is because I won most of my fights. And the third hour it kind of became like, boring. However, I did get a lot of items in the third hour. I would recommend having also herbalism if you come here. There's so many lotus spawn points around this location. And if you snatch one, for example, lotus on my server right now, it's over 200 gold, and that's just great. That's on Firelina Horde side. However, on Gehenna's, I've noticed that it's only 100 G. Well, it might go up now with Naxxramas being out, and I think it's gonna be good. Overall, I would rate this spot an 8 out of 10 if you're a mage, and probably a 6 out of 10 if you're any other class. Now, I would say that Hunter can be really great here. They kill quite fast. I would say that Rogue can be really great here. They can also pull like 2 or 3 mobs and do Blade Flurry and stuff like that. Warrior, if it's really geared, the Fury Warrior can move fast between mobs and so on. I think even Priest can do really well here. So let's go check exactly how much money we made during the course of 3 hours. So here we are, guys, at the end of our third hour. First hour was really good. We managed to get 6 Essence of Air and 1 Black Lotus. However, the second hour was a mass PvP scenario there. We only got 3 Essence of Air. The place got filled with alliance, nasty gnome mages. Lots of them, we had to fight them. Even though we won most of our fights, I would say 80%, they still managed to kill the mobs, so we only got 3 essence on the second hour. However, the third hour, we managed to get 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 essence of air. one black lotus exactly after we finished the third hour. We went a bit for another scan just on this corner of the map, and we found on the initial spot where we found the first black lotus a second one. So we have a total of 2 black lotus, 16 essence of air, a bunch of elemental airs and breath of winds, couple of greens, stone shield protection potion, a couple of twilight texts from the elite. There's an elite that spawns here. So let's see how much we got per hour here. I already did the math, but I'm gonna do it again to make sure that black lotus on my server, it's 210 gold. We sold this morning for 200, but then the price went up, times 2 equals 420 gold, plus 16 essence of water. It's 26 per, that means 416 gold for all 16, plus 17 gold from 10 mountain silver sage, plus 3 gold for the dreamfall, plus about 10 gold for the greens. I already did the math on that, plus 40 gold for the elemental air and breath of winds. Elemental air, it's over 1 gold on the server right now, I'm not sure exactly why. 8 twilight texts are about 1 point gold, 7 each, about 12 gold let's say, plus 10 gold for the greater stone shield potion, plus 2 gold for the gray, plus I think that's about it. 930 gold divided by 3 equals 310 gold per hour. Pretty good, I would say. I have to mention that as a mage, this spot might be better than other classes, and that's mostly because you can kill more mobs per hour. So I managed to kill close to 150 mobs per hour here. Even with competition, like I think this last hour I killed the most, second hours I killed probably under 100. But if you're playing here with a different class, a rogue or a warrior or whatever, killing the air elementals, you would get probably around 100 mobs at least per hour, depending on the competition and the hour that you play. Here there was always people, we always had PvP, and I think this is pretty good. Like having herbalism in this spot, there are about 6 lotus spawn points that you can reach without even moving far away from the spot. This is great. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Until next time, stay frosty.